Hello there everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Soulver Weekly Forecast. I'm Courtney Kassman.
And I'm Alison Maiden.
And oh my gosh, there has been so many questions coming in. Lots of different things woven in. People want to know more about the relationships, the masculine and the feminine divide, but mainly about the shift in consciousness, or maybe lack of consciousness for some people. Unfortunately, there's also been a lot of accidents happening around the scene. There was the wind turbine that recently crashed into the whole bridge.
It took the bridge out.
Oh my God, and took some people out, unfortunately, as well. But where are their heads at and what is happening with,
Did you see the Mexican Navy in New York City?
I did see that.
They took out the whole top of their ship with people on it.
And you just got to think, why? Where are their heads at the moment?
There's definitely moments of, let's just say being out of it, where people aren't concentrating. Maybe this is happening to you as well, guys, where you're just feeling like there's blocks of time that have gone missing or timeline slipping or shifting. I know I've felt like that. So let's have a look at what's happening with the shift of consciousness on our planet and how that's affecting all sorts of people, from young to old to in between. And I think our young ones seem to be coping better. I think that they're evolving into this new energy, and the new ones being born, they're just like, we're going to sleep through it. We're fine. Whereas all the rest of us are being a little shaken.
Definitely.
And lots of, we're in the midst of another solar outburst at the moment. We're hoping that's going to calm down soon, but it doesn't look like it anytime soon. The new age, the age of Aquarius, is already upon us, and we have the Ace of Cups on the bottom. So yes, there is a meaning to all of this, and the meaning obviously is spiritual awakening. So how does that, equate to the accidents and things that are happening? Well, I think, like we were saying, it does bring people into a feeling of being very spaced out, not always being grounded or being, applying themselves to the roles that they're in, which of course can cause accidents.
Yes,
right?
Definitely.
So there does appear to be that downside to it, but the upside to it is a more spiritual awakening, meaning that they're actually seeing things differently to how they have before on a more spiritual level, understanding that, what's around us is pretty much, the matrix, really. This is what we see. Now, decisions and learnings. So this is all about people seeking out truth, wanting to know, what is it? Why do I feel this? Why aren't I all of a sudden getting so much information downloads from out there, Why am I suddenly seeing spirits around me or hearing them or both? Whereas it never happened before, because the whole energy of the planet is shifting, and so are you. You're on it. You're part of it. So, your whole vibration is lifting up. And so it's a little bit like the radio waves, okay? So if we're on a certain station and we're listening to that music, all of a sudden there's another station lapping over the top of that. That's pretty much what's going on at the moment. So we have other higher levels of frequency that's lapping in over the top. So sometimes you're going to be seeing ghosts or spirits or hearing things around you, and other times you're going to be just fine in your own frequency. And so this lap over can cause a lot of people to feel very scared and not knowing what's going on. And so there's a lot of people seeking out why. Okay. Now you'll see lots of things, I think, on the socials that have been a lot of people, a lot of teachers. In fact, even myself, I've put out a lot of things just more recently to try and help people understand what's going on. Oh gosh. And this is really affecting the men on our planet. Now that's really interesting.
As in the masculine.
The masculine. It's affecting the men. I think that there's been a very interesting time of late, the last few years, where people have been, let's just say blending both sides of things, masculine, feminine. There's a lot of blending going on. Okay? But all of a sudden, there's going to be people stepping up going, no, I want it to be more masculine. I want to be a man. I want to be a male because I am a male. I was born a male, or whatever the case may be. Not saying that the rest is wrong, just saying that this is how it is coming across. And the energy of that is really strong. So the pendulum will swing from the middle all the way out to the edge.
Wow.
And so you're going to get this, what they call toxic masculinity coming up, where they have to be men, right? The old caveman type stuff.
Very over the top. Yes.
Very over the top, proving who they are, right? So in that, of course, testosterone, and in that comes anger, and in that comes strange things happening, violence on the streets and whatnot, right? So when we are seeing this change, it's going to affect different people in different ways. At the moment, we're just moving through the masculine aspect. And don't forget that we all have masculine and feminine within us, right? So a lot of women may be finding that their masculine side's really coming out.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we have the financial card above this. Now, this is really interesting, Court, because the security is the underlining or underpinning of these feelings. And we're not exactly talking about finances here, guys, because in our Western society, finances bring us security. So the message there is it's the security that they're seeking. They want to feel safe and secure in who they are and be recognised for that, right? So it's the being recognised thing that's the most important thing. And understanding that we have been going through this pendulum swing now for 4 years.
Wow.
That's the timing card on this. So for 4 years, we've gone, okay, male and female, male, female, and then back to the middle, and now back to the male, and we're going backwards and forwards like this. And so we're going to have people, poor things, swimming around in a whole lot of doubt and not feeling safe.
There's a lot of different energies being thrown around, which can be very confusing.
Oh, so much so.
People. Yeah.
And if you're not centred and in your being and know who you are, all of those outside influences will play havoc with you. So the idea is turn off all the external stuff just for a while and go within yourself and actually get more centred. Mechanism to do this is meditation. Learn how to meditate, and if you don't know how to meditate, seek out a good teacher who can help you. This transition will go on for another 2 years. Okay. And during that time, we will see that pendulum swinging and swinging, but gradually it will get smaller and smaller, and until finally it's in its middle, and there'll be a perfect balance between the masculine and feminine within all of us, okay? So what I'm seeing at the moment is that the pendulum has swung all the way across to the masculine. It will come back very soon, back more into the centre, and then it'll swing again. So we do actually have a little bit more to go through before we're actually right bang in the middle of what everybody knows to be right for themselves, and there's no judgment from others on it, okay? The absolute is the full card here, because what we're saying is doors and opportunities are everywhere. We don't have to worry about what's what or who's who. There are actually no rules. What it is how you feel about yourself. And if you are being judged or pushed upon by others, then that's going to force you into feeling angry or upset or combative about things. So here we have to recognise that just get in your own lane and stay in it, okay? All right. The good old Queen of Wands, I like her. She's one of my favourite cards. This one represents just logical thinking. Just being straight down the line, understanding, listening to both sides of the story, and as I say, picking your lane and staying in it, and don't judge other people for what they are doing unless they are coming across into your lane, and then you can go, come on, boundaries. But you do have to listen to things in a more logical sense and not be led by other people's opinions on the internet or anywhere else. What we find with the Queen of Wands is if we keep things more business-like and keep the emotion out of it, it's a lot easier, okay? So the transition will be very business-like. And above all, guys, take a break, all right? Don't get so tied up in all of this nonsense that's going on around you. Don't get so confused by different stories that your head is spinning. Just take a break from it all. Get off of social media and go out and hug a tree. Right? The best place for you if you're feeling confused and upset and annoyed at the world is outside. If we can reconnect to nature, listen to birds. Do you know that we're actually wired for peace when we listen to birds?
That makes so much sense. It's a beautiful sound that frequency and vibration that they give off.
Very good, Court. It's the frequency, but it's also going back to the time where we didn't have any of this other nonsense, when we were just connected to nature. And we are part of this planet as everything else is. And so it's really important that we reconnect to that and stay away from the devices and things. If you're feeling upset and uptight, don't scroll on your phone. Put it down. It'll still be there when you get back. just make sure that you reconnect to nature and get the help you need if you're feeling overwhelmed by all of this stuff. Because honestly, it's not worth the hassle, guys. It's not worth your health or mental well-being just to try and fit into someone else's idea of what a masculine person should look like or be. Okay, be you. It doesn't matter what that is, just be you. Taking the break will certainly see things more clearly. And they're just saying we all need to do this. We all need to take a break when we need it.
Yeah.
The judgment card is there, and this is what's behind all of it. Stop judging others and you won't be judged. I think there was something in the Bible about that. But what we do see here is abundance and good things coming back from you and to you if you can manage to do that. Very hard thing, but I'm sure all of you are capable. It's the time of the awakening where everybody and everything is accepted in love and unconditional love at that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Alison, for that wonderful reading. And thank you guys for writing in all your questions. We love to read them. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Let us know you guys love the videos. Comments down below. Share, subscribe, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.